I open my eyes so I can, and I live so without you.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, and welcome to a new episode of Toni Approved. If it's one artist I love in the world, you guys, it is definitely Miss Beyonce and of course Miss Aaliyah. But this particular segment is going to be called Beyhive. I'm going to be releasing a video on the 4th of every single month for the rest of the year. And just this is my celebration of Beyonce. She's one of my favorite artists in the world. I've listened to her since I was in the 3rd grade, you guys. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love Beyonce. And I love her because of her music, because of her artistry, because of the way it makes me feel, and because of the impact that it's had on my life. These segments are very important to me because I know I'm going to meet Beyonce one day. And when I finally do, I might not get the opportunity to tell her every single thing that I want to tell her. These are going to serve as my chronicles of me just letting her know exactly what I love about her. And I'll always do an old and a new. So my main goal is basically to shed light on different things that she's done throughout her career that has been very impactful, that I believe deserves more attention than it's receiving. I want to start off by saying happy anniversary to Beyonce and Jay-Z. I hope you guys have a beautiful day filled with love, inspiration, and all types of light, because as you guys always say with your album, everything truly is love. So definitely happy anniversary to you guys. Starting off with the O, we're going to go to Beyonce's track Die With You.
And I live so I can die with you.
Now, you guys, I need you to make sure that you are a subscriber to Tidal. I don't care if you have Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon, none of those things. You need to come on over to Tidal. This was a track that Beyonce uploaded when the streaming app first launched. This was a gift that she gave everybody as an exclusive. We actually have 3 versions of the song. We have the original exclusive that she gave us, and then she gave us a studio version in a company with a video a year later, and she released that on her and Jay-Z's anniversary. I think it's a great record. With the first version, if you're not on Tidal, then I'll just go ahead and just give you all of the details, and hopefully this will get you to go ahead and subscribe so you can see. In the first video, we get to see you, Beyonce, sitting at a piano, just playing piano, and we get to see you in your raw form and really just hearing the tone of your voice. Your tone is so beautiful. I love the fact that we get to hear your lower register when you do certain notes.
Really need to be
that if I can't, I was like, yes ma'am, go ahead. And then even the end when she does live so I can die with you. I was like, oh, but hers was so much cleaner.
die with you.
It's just sickening. Like, it makes me so excited. I'm so thankful that she put that out. I love the fact that she has on the Michael Jackson t-shirt while she's playing the piano. For me, that's just exciting because Beyonce, you're just such an inspiration for me. Of course, I love wearing you on my clothing, and just to know that you love to wear Michael Jackson and show his homage the same way we do you. I love that, just to show the evolution of generations of love through music. I think that's just super dope. I love the fact that it was filmed by Jay-Z. Thank you so much for actually giving us a studio version on Tidal, because you really didn't have to do that. You could have just left up the original that you gave us, but I loved it so much. When you first dropped that song, I probably listened to it a good 200 times within a month period, just over and over again. So, and with Tidal, one of the great features about that is when you're playing videos on the app, you can actually close the app and still listen to them as if you're while you're on the go. So I was able to keep listening to it, but when you finally gave us a studio track, the studio version, then I can move it over to my offline music and listen to it whenever I wanted to on Tidal. So I was really appreciative of that. The studio version of the track actually adds strings, or I want to make sure I'm getting this right, but I believe she added strings to the studio version because it has more of an orchestra, fuller sound to the music, and that's just something else that goes to show. That's another testament of Beyonce. She's always going to continue to evolve. She's always going to add a little tweak to different things or make something special. I appreciate that you didn't just strip your vocals and throw it out there. You actually added more to it and made it sound more crisp and clean. Another reasons why we love you. And then of course with the video, we get all of these clips of past experiences that her and Jay-Z's had No shade, B, but you showed us those clips like 1,000,001 times. But I was happy that we actually got pictures from the wedding. We got video clips from the wedding. That was really cool. And then we also get to see, it's cool to go back and watch it now because Blue is like 8, Blue is 7. So just to see how young she was and how little she was and how cute she just was, it's just, it's great. It really is. And of course, you know, we should be thankful for any of the videos that we get from you because your personal life is really none of our business, honestly. We're only thinking that you owe us is the great music. So when you actually open up and show us the footages, I really appreciate that. You know, Beyhive to Queen B, I really appreciate that. And just jumping into the now, just in case you guys missed it, Beyonce and Jay-Z showed up to 2 award shows recently, the NAACP Awards, where Beyonce received Entertainer of the Year and Jay-Z received the Presidential Award. I love the fact that they went to the NAACP Awards because this goes and really shows their heart and their mission. This is, for me, I feel like this is their way of telling us that we need to start adding more support and value to our own award shows and to our own platforms because this is for us. Instead of trying to conform to what some other award shows like the Grammys, for an example, instead of conforming to what it is that they want us to be, we can be who we are and just celebrate us for the greatness that we are.
Abraham Lincoln had a quote that said, it's not the amount of years in your life, it's the amount of life in your years that count in the end. And that quote, it embodies my beautiful grandmother, who I would like to dedicate this award to. Her name is Hattie White. She's 93 years old. She's so full of life. And Hattie White, amongst other accomplishments, being super great and very tough, she raised 7 kids, one little walk up in Brooklyn, 615 Lexington, where I started my life. On top of that, her kids had kids, and we all was raised in the same house, one household. So I was speaking to her the other day. I had a different speech prepared, and I just threw that away after I spoke to her. And I asked her, I said, how much money did you make? And she made $20 a week. And she said, no, but it was fine. You could do a lot with $20 in those days. And with that sort of attitude, that's where I grew up. That's how I grew up, with those, her and my mother, Gloria Carter, that in my household, what can I do? I grew up believing I could do anything, that I can accomplish anything because of those strong women in my house. And thank you. So I'd like to dedicate this award to those beautiful women. I'd like to dedicate this award to beautiful women in my life. It's Beyonce, just because of the white suit. I really, yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. Okay, I wrote this down. Okay, Regina King, I love you so much. You've taught us patience, persistence, and how to be masterful in your craft. Chadwick Boseman is teaching children to dream and to see themselves as kings. LeBron James has taught us the strength of all forms in leading by example and providing education for our kids. Ryan Coogler tells our stories in a way that celebrates our history and proves that we do have power at the box office. And I'm honored to be included among all of you and to be a part of a vital, thriving, beautiful community. Thank you so much, NAACP. God bless you. I hope y'all had a great night. Thank you.
And for them to being at the higher stature that they are, showing up these award shows, trust me, the sheep will follow. And I definitely am looking forward to see who else decides to pop through next year. Of course, they've always had star-studded turnouts, but when we start getting our A-list celebrities to make sure that they're sliding through, that's good. Beyonce and Jay-Z also received the Vanguard Award at the GLAAD Awards, which was basically the LGBT community. Hold on, you guys. Okay, better. that was basically the gay community just celebrating you guys for always celebrating us, and that was just such an impact of love just to see you guys there and just to see that whole thing, because we really need all the support that we can get in the LGBTQI community, and to see once again such huge statues like Jay-Z and Beyonce coming out to the awards, actually showing up to receive the awards, being in support of the LGBTQ community, LGBTQI community, giving those heartfelt speeches.
I also want to, because I didn't get to do it last year, honor my mother who received the award last year. I get to follow in her footsteps of spreading love and acceptance, and her beautiful speech at the end of the song Smile, and for her allowing me to tell her story. So I want everyone to acknowledge her tonight.
I want to dedicate this award to my Uncle Johnny, the most fabulous gay man I've ever known and I ever knew, who helped raise me and my sister. He lived his truth, and he was brave and unapologetic during a time when this country wasn't as accepting. And witnessing his battle with HIV was one of the most painful experiences I've ever lived. I'm hopeful that his struggle served to open pathways for other young people to live more freely. LGBTQI rights are human rights. I just want to say to you, Jay, that I'm so proud of you for making incredible strides towards changing stigmas in the hip-hop community. It's a privilege to watch you take those steps and to stand right next to you. I love you, and we're super grateful and honored. Thank y'all.
Just made me feel so supported and so loved, and I can honestly say if at any point I feel down or if I feel like I'm being put down by anybody because of my sexual orientation, I'll always look at this moment and always remember the speeches that you and Jay-Z gave at that time, because I love you guys and I always look at you for inspiration. So thank you guys for being you. I hope Beyhive, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will like and subscribe. I'm gonna make sure I leave a link to my Should Destiny's Child give us a reunion video, so you guys can, a reunion tour this year. So you guys can make sure you guys check that out as well. You guys, these vlogs are just basically gonna be honestly coming from my heart. These will probably be my favorite of all of my videos to do, because I'm genuinely talking about somebody that I genuinely love and respect in music and have for so long, and who has had such a positive impact on my life. Beyonce, I love you, and I can't wait to talk about you again next month with a new throwback from your career that should receive more attention than it's currently getting. Until next time, God bless.